guys, I'm Elegant and Shu, and welcome to another weekly Pokevlog. So this week's topic is Pokemon spin-off games and the transition of Pokemon from DS to 3DS. Sorry. So yeah, Pokemon spin-off games have varied quite a lot, and they started off with things like Pokemon Pinball, basically just actual already made games just translated into Pokemon and given Pokemon styles. So Pokemon games have very much developed from them. They've developed into things like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and Pokemon Ranger, which is probably the two main series of Pokemon spin-off games, because Pokemon spin-off games actually did develop series, and series is, I don't know the correct way to put that, but yeah, they actually have their own series now. And these two games actually don't have a Unova game, which is quite odd because we've had a game for the Game Boy Advance games, the Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby. We've also had them for Diamond, Pearl and Platinum. And the Pokemon Ranger actually has both them two, as well as the Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But the thing is, these games actually all came out after the third game came out. So the for example, the Mystery Dungeon Red and Blue came out after Emerald came out. So, and as well, Pokemon Ranger came out after Diamond after Platinum came out. Sorry, in the Diamond and Pearl series. So, to be honest, we haven't had a third game for Unova, but I would class the Pokemon Black and White 2 as the third game because it sort of is the replacement for a third game. So I'm kind of expecting a Pokemon Ranger and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon for the Unova series after Pokemon Black and White 2 has been released in, I suppose, the rest of the world, because I don't know why they announced it before Pokemon Black and White 2 has been released. So, I mean, there's a lot of profit in it, so I would doubt that they would ignore another Pokemon Ranger or a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, but maybe we might not get that, because Pokemon Ranger, like the Pokemon being Pokemon Rangers, was a big thing in the 3rd generation and 4th generation. It was in the anime a lot and in the games. I actually don't think it was in the games, but it was related to the 4th generation. It was a sort of an occupation in those two regions. And in the anime in the 5th generation, the Unova region, there hasn't actually been a Pokemon Ranger. We haven't seen any, but we've seen other occupations like a Connoisseur. So I'm thinking maybe instead of a Pokemon Ranger, we might get other games like Pokemon Connoisseur. And my idea for Pokemon Connoisseur would be sort of a puzzle challenge thing where you can get your own Pokemon, but you also have to, I don't know, review other trainers and Pokemon. I don't know, I think it'd be a good idea. At first I hated the idea of the Pokemon Connoisseur occupation, but I think it's actually could develop into a really good thing if you made it into a game, and it would develop in a good way. So we could see the release of the Pokemon Connoisseur game, and could just be called Pokemon Connoisseur. It could actually be the next game of Pokemon Ranger, just Pokemon Connoisseur, or it could be a totally different thing. I don't know, but it would be a good idea. Tell me what you think about that. Might be taking spin-off games too far, but I don't know. But onto the transition from DS to 3DS. So every Pokemon spin-off game has been on the latest, I suppose, latest platform of gaming on the handheld games. For example, Pokemon Link and Pokemon Dash were both on 3DS before Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, the main series, was actually released in 3DS. So therefore, you would expect the Pokemon games to be on 3DS before the main series Pokemon games on 3DS. And we have Pokemon Rumble, Rumble Blast. We also have Pokemon AR Searcher. So therefore, I think we have an option, or the next Pokemon main series game might actually be on the 3DS, because I think it would be the best time to do it, because Pokemon usually wait a little bit to actually make the main series game on 3DS, and usually because of that, we usually get Pokemon spin-off games on the 3DS. So I think it'd be the opportune time to actually go onto the 3DS. We might, if we actually, the next game is Ruby Sapphire remakes, then I doubt it'll be the 6th generation, and therefore it might actually not be on the 3DS, but I'm thinking by the 6th generation we might actually be on the 3DS, if we do have a 6th generation. But with all 3DS things, they always usually have a non-3DS, with all 3D things, we all usually have a non-3D version, like films and things. So I'm thinking that we will also get the option to play it on 3DS. I think you can actually play 3DS games on the normal DS, but anyway, but I think the transition from DS to 3DS isn't as big as GBA onto DS, because I don't think it was. It wasn't different sort of gameplay. It's the same gameplay, it's just 3D, so it wasn't a big thing, I suppose. But a lot of people treat it as it being a big thing. So I don't know how Pokemon it will transition onto 3DS. But my idea for what I think how they will do it is that I think all spin-off games will slowly start to become downloadable content. The reason for thinking this is because you've got things like Pokepark Wii, which are all downloadable content, and actually the latest Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, which actually wasn't released outside of Japan for some unknown reason, was actually downloadable content on the Wii as well. It wasn't actually on the DS. So as well as the Pokemon AR Searcher and the Pokemon 3DS, that's also downloadable content, but on the 3DS this time. So a lot of Pokemon things are starting to be downloadable content, and the 3DS actually allows downloadable content on the DS system rather than just on the Wii system. So I think that maybe future games, maybe future Pokemon Ranger games, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, any future game I suppose might start to become downloadable content. It might be too soon at the moment to have downloadable main series spin-off games, if that makes any sense. Any main, I suppose, spin-off games. Might be too early for that. And it also might cause a bit of a lack of income, because a lot of people don't have 3DS games. So the 3DS downloadable main spin-off games might have to wait until the until a main series Pokemon game comes out on 3DS, because I know Nintendo have been really wanting Pokemon to make a 3DS game, because well, it'll bring a lot of income and a lot of people buying the 3DS, because a lot of people want to play that Pokemon game on the 3DS. Because I personally actually don't even have a 3DS, but I know I would buy one if Pokemon made a 3DS game. And I know a lot of other people are the same, so maybe we'll have to wait until Pokemon gets onto the 3DS, and a lot of Pokemon fans have a 3DS, to actually see a lot of downloadable content on the 3DS. Like I said, but I'm not quite sure about that. I'm hoping the Pokemon Ranger and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon will be made again, because I did like those two games. But hopefully we will see some sort of release of Pokemon spin-off games soon. Maybe after the release of Pokemon Black and White 2. I think that's the best time to actually do it in, because I think the U-Novel will be finished by the time those two games are out. I can't imagine them having a Pokemon Black and White 3, because that'd be pushing it too much, I think. But anyway, let's move on to the question of the week. So this week's question of the week is, what was your first spin-off game? Because my first spin-off game was actually a Pokemon spin-off game, my first Pokemon spin-off game was actually Pokemon Dash, and not long after I had Pokemon Link. So they were actually on the DS, so I was quite late with getting Pokemon spin-off games. I mean, I didn't actually have a GameCube when I was younger. I only had a I only had a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Advance SP, so I didn't actually have an opportunity to buy games like Pokemon Colosseum, which were actually quite big. So yeah, what was your first spin-off game? And also, you can also comment about what you think about spin-off games, because it's really an ambiguous case. Nobody really knows what's going to happen with spin-off games, because they aren't made by the Pokemon company themselves, made by other companies. And we really don't know what those other companies are going to do, because they are smaller companies and they are less consistent. So we really don't know. So comment if you really want to about anything about that. And also comment if you want any future topics on specific things. So I want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.